Dear Divine Selves, let's do Nidhidhyasana, profound Vedantic meditation for self-discovery, discovery of the eternal, immortal nature of ourselves, the eternal self within the self-effulgent Atman within is ever present, and we yet are oblivious of our supreme immortal nature. Self-discovery and self-knowledge is the ultimate objective of human beings, because by self-knowledge alone we become free from all sorrows, sufferings, and fears forever. The Param Purushartha, liberation, the Moksha in Vedic culture is called Param Purushartha, the supreme objective, because after realizing your true nature, you attain Moksha. Liberation means absolute freedom, freedom from all sorrows, sufferings, fears, frustrations, disease, and death. When the entire mankind is facing the specter of corona pandemic, you are always being haunted by the fear of disease and death. In reality, there is no disease and death within you. Because of the ignorance of our true nature, we are afraid of disease, afflictions, infections, and death. So let's embark on the journey of self exploration. Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Ishvaro Guru Atmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Shruti Smriti Puranam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Padam Shankaram Loka Shankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punaha Punaha Bhagavantau Punaha Punaha Bhagavantau Punaha Punaha. Om Akartaham Abhoktaham Avikaroham Kriyaha Shuddha Bodha Swarupoham am always of the nature of blissful consciousness. I am always of the nature of Shiva. Shiva of the nature of blissful consciousness. I am eternal, immortal, cosmic, transcendent, and immanent reality. One non-dual, indivisible, self-existing, self-effulgent, self-illumined Shiva I am. Kevaloham sada Shiva. Kevaloham sada Shiva. Om Sarvabhutantarasthaya Nityamokta-Chidatmane Pratyaka-Chaitanya-Rupaya Mahyameva Namo Namaha. Mahyameva Namo Namaha. Mahyameva Namo Namaha. Salutations to myself, because I am the supreme, eternal, immortal reality. Salutations to myself, the transcendent, eternal, immortal, self-existing Shiva I am. Aho aham namo mahyam yasya me nasti kinchana athva yasya me sarvam yadvak manasagocharam. I am all of all in all by all myself. Therefore, salutations to myself. I am supreme reality. I am eternal Shiva alone. Kevaloham sada Shiva. Kevaloham sada Shiva. Narayaноham Narakantakoham Purantakoham Purushohamisha Akhandavodo Amashesha Sakshi Nireshwaroham Niraham Cha Nirmama Nireshwaroham Niraham Cha Nirmama. I alone am Narayana. I am the Supreme Lord. I am in my true nature, in true essence, Lord of the Lords, God of the gods, ruler of the rulers, emperor of the emperors, because I am always eternal Shiva of the nature of blissful consciousness. I am the supreme reality. I am essence of all. I am one indivisible, non-dual self, effulgent, self-existing, eternal, immutable reality. Kevaloham sada Shiva. Kevaloham sada Shiva. Sada Shiva. I am always Shiva of the nature of blissful consciousness, blissful self-effulgence, vast spacious awareness. I am Shiva alone. Chidanand Rupah Shivoham Shivoham. Chidanand Rupah Shivoham Shivoham. Manobodhyahankar Chitaninaham न च श्रोत्रजिह्वे न च घ्राणनेत्रे न च व्योमभूमिर्न तेजो न वायुः चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् न मे प्राणसंज्ञो न वै पञ्चवायुः न वा सप्तधातुर्न वा पञ्चकोशः न वाक्पाणिपादौ न चोपस्थपायुः चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम्. I am always Shiva of the nature of blissful consciousness, one indivisible blissful consciousness. Alone is Shiva, alone is Lord of the Lords, Maheshwara. That Maheshwara I am, that Shiva I am. Chidananda-rupah Shivoham Shivoham. Absolute, eternal, immutable bliss is intrinsic, inherent and natural to me. Me, eternal Shiva of the nature of blissful consciousness, is ever saturated with bliss, eternal bliss, absolute love, unconditioned, immutable beauty is intrinsic to my nature. I am Shiva alone. Chidananda-rupah Shivoham Shivoham. न मे राग द्वेषौ न मे लोभ मोहौ मदो नैव मे नैव मात्सर्य भावः न धर्मो न चार्थो न कामो न मोक्षः चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम्. I am eternal Shiva of the nature of blissful consciousness. Contemplate on this supreme truth of your true nature. Practice Nidhidhyasana to break free from this illusory, superimposed, ephemeral identity of yours, and then abide in supreme self of yourself, which is eternal Shiva. Chidananda Rupah Shivoham Shivoham. Na punyam na papam na saukyam na dukkham na mantro na tirtha na veda na yajna. Aham bhojanam naiva bhojam na bhokta. Chidananda Rupah Shivoham Shivoham. Chidananda Rupah Shivoham Shivoham. Chidananda Rupah Shivoham Shivoham. Chidananda Rupah Shivoham Shivoham. I am eternal Shiva, there is no death, disease, infection, affliction of any kind in me, the eternal Shiva. There is no birth, there is no death, there are no parents, there are no brothers, there are no sisters, there are no relatives. There is no guru, there is no disciple, because I am one indivisible, non-dual, self-existing, blissful consciousness. I am Shiva, eternal, of the nature of blissful consciousness. That is my true nature. I am death of the death and life of the life. All death, disease, sorrow, suffering is mental projection and apparent imagination and not real to me. Nothing can touch me, no disease, no sorrow, no suffering, no death can touch me. I am self-existing, absolute Shiva alone. Practice Nidhidhyasana. Meditate this profound Vedantic meditation and become free from all sorrows, sufferings, fears of death, disease, from all kind of infections, afflictions, any virus, whether corona or anything else. Nothing can touch me. My true nature is ever unattached like space. Nothing can touch me. न मृत्युर्न शङ्का न मे जातिभेदः न मृत्युर्न शङ्का न मे जातिभेदः पिता नैव मे नैव माता न जन्म न बन्धुर्न मित्रं गुरुर्नैव शिष्यः चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् अहं निर्विकल्पो निराकाररूपो विभूत्वाच सर्वत्र सर्वेन्द्रियाणां न चासङ्गतं नैव मुक्तिर्न मेयः चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं Shivoham Chidanand Rupah Shivoham Shivoham I am absolute reality, unconditioned truth of the nature of Shiva, blissful consciousness. I am all sorrows, bondage, sufferings, even freedom, that is moksha, is all mental illusion. There is no bondage or freedom in me. I am ever free. There is no higher power, there is no superior authority. I am Lord of the Lords. Chidanand Rupah Shivoham Shivoham. Practice profound Vedantic meditation. Contemplate on the supreme reality of your true nature. Imbibe this nectar of wisdom. Get soaked in this eternal truth of your true nature and become free from all fear, sorrow, sufferings, disease, and death, and permanently abide in your supreme nature that is ever blissful, ever full of love. You are embodiment of eternal love. Unconditioned love is your nature. Everlasting, endless, unconditioned beauty is ever intrinsic to you. All beauty, bliss, and love with external objects is mere shadow, mere reflection of your true nature that is blissful, self-effulgent, self-illumined, pure consciousness alone is seat, center, source, substance, and substratum of all pleasure, all joy, all happiness, all love, bliss, and beauty you are seeking, and you have been seeking for many lives in the external objects, is in reality ever present in infinite measure, right at the core of your existence. Break free from this inert body-mind identity, break free from this chain of ego-based individuality, this identification, false identification with the ego-based individuality alone is death and birth, and alone root cause of all sorrow, suffering, disease, affliction, fear. You are not this body, you are not this mind, you are essence of all essences. This body is imagined by your mind, and mind is itself an illusory appearance. The essence of body and mind is nothing but Shiva, the Atman, the Paramatman, the Supreme Self. That is your true nature. By knowing this true nature of yourself and ever abiding in the unconditioned bliss, you realize that you have fulfilled all your desires meaningfully, permanently, because unless and until you go within, take a U-turn and abide in the true nature of yourself, the nameless, formless, attributeless self of the nature of blissful consciousness, is ever eternal, infinite ocean of all love, bliss, and beauty. You lack nothing, you need nothing, you desire in essence nothing. You are a fulsome reality, you are a wholesome reality. You are perfect fullness and infinite wholeness. Mind the words about your true nature. You are perfect fullness and infinite wholeness. You are ever perfect, ever full, ever wholesome. Not a single spark, not a single particle can be added to you or taken away from you. You are the one indivisible, non-dual, pure consciousness that is known as Shiva or Brahman or Paramatman. That is your true nature. Realize your true nature and become free from all sorrows and sufferings. Think about all these important instructions about your true nature and become silent and within yourself contemplate on this reality about your true nature. Chidanand Rupah Shivoham Shivoham Chidanand Rupah Shivoham Shivoham. The meaningful and sincere Vedantic meditation makes you the emperor of emperors, lord of the lords. Nidhidhyasana is key to immortality. Immortality, immediate, intimate, by personal, direct, intimate, immediate realization of your true nature. You were never mortal, you were never ephemeral, you were never vulnerable to any disease, death, or sorrow or suffering in your true nature. But you have imagined yourself as this ephemeral body mind. That is the root of all sorrow and suffering. Break free from this illusory identity of yourself and ever abide in your true nature. See the seer, pure consciousness alone is your true nature, pure consciousness, pure intelligence, vast spacious awareness alone is your true nature. That is called Atman, Paramatman, the Brahman Supreme. That alone is known as Shiva. That alone is called as God. That God of the gods, that Lord of the lords, that supreme reality you are. By sincere and regular practice of this Nidhidhyasana with full attention and utmost sincerity, you become immortal by realizing your immortal nature. Chidananda Rupah Shivoham Shivoham. Now practice is silently. Go within yourself and see the seer, perceive the perceiver. Know the knower. That is called Samadhi, Nirvikalpa Samadhi. That is the secret of supreme realization I am sharing with you. When consciousness is conscious of consciousness alone, that is called Nirvikalpa Samadhi, Dhyan Samadhi, Sahaj Samadhi, that is the supreme state. The mortal becomes immortal in that realization. The ephemeral becomes eternal in that realization. The conditioned one becomes unconditioned absolute reality by just realization of this true nature. Therefore, abide in the self, be conscious of consciousness alone. That consciousness is the Atman, ever present as I consciousness. I consciousness is ever supreme essence of all the universes, all the experiences. There is nothing other than that Brahman. Sarvopi vyavaharasto Brahmana kriyate janai Ajnana vijananti Mridevahi ghatadikam Mridevahi ghatadikam. Brahman alone never exists. There is nothing other than Brahman. The essence of every name, form and attribute is nothing but Brahman, of the nature of Satchidananda, absolute existence, consciousness absolute, bliss absolute is your true nature. Brahma Satyam Jagat Mithya Jivo Brahmaivana Paraha. Brahman alone is the reality, the supreme truth. The entire phenomenal universe and objects of the phenomenal universe, individuality, individual identities are all nothing but appearances in that supreme Satchidananda, the Brahman, the essence, source, substance and substratum of every name, form and attribute is the one indivisible, non-dual Brahman. Brahman alone is the reality. That Brahman you are, that Brahman I am, that is supreme realization. That discovery alone is the ultimate objective of your life. By realizing your true nature, you become free from all fears, sorrows, sufferings, deprivations, because you realize your fulsome, wholesome nature, infinite, unconditioned existence of the nature of blissful consciousness. That is your true nature. All sorrows, sufferings and death is imagined mental projection. Transcend the mind and you are Brahman right now, right here. There is only one wall, thin, well dividing and separating you, the Brahman, from that supreme realization. The thin veil of mind and mental modifications alone have created an illusory separateness between you and your true nature, the Brahman. Remove that thin veil of mind and mental modifications, and you are right now, right here and ever, that Satchidananda. That is what is accomplished in Nirvikalpa Samadhi. In complete absorption, nothing happens but you transcend the thin veil of mind and mental modifications, because the artificial, imaginary, illusory faculty of mind and mental modifications alone has created all sense of ephemerality, mortality, sorrow, and suffering in the one who is essentially immortal, eternal, absolute reality. That Satchidananda you are, that Shiva you are. Go within yourselves, transcend the mind, and there you are ever nothing but Shiva. Satchidananda you are. Satchidanandoham, 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 Satchidanandoham. Sohamasmi, Sohamasmi, Sohamasmi. Pragyanam Brahma, Pragyanam Brahma, Ayamatma Brahma, Ayamatma Brahma, Tattvam Asi. That you are, that Shiva you are. Get absorbed in the supreme realization and become absolutely silent. Body is stilled, mind is stilled, and you are right now that supreme reality. With the stillness of the body, mind, and speech, the self manifests itself, the Brahman, the true nature of yourself, bursts forth, manifests itself. It's ever present reality. It is not to be created or borrowed or manufactured. You are always Satchidananda. You are always Brahman. Realize this true nature and become free from all sorrows, sufferings, fears, and frustration. No corona infection can touch you. No COVID 19 can ever touch you. This is a fear for this ephemeral false identity called this body mind individuality. The death always belongs to the ego, the death always belongs to the false individuality. The birth and death is only of the false one. The real one, the true self within you is ever free from all birth and death, sorrow and suffering, because you are eternal Shiva. Realize your true nature and become free from all sorrows and sufferings. That is the ultimate objective of life, because by realizing that alone you become meaningfully and permanently free from all sorrow and sufferings and ever abide in the blissful consciousness. You ever drink and enjoy and experience the unconditioned love, the embodiment of unconditioned love, unconditioned beauty, and absolute existence that you are. The fulsome, wholesome reality you are, that Shiva you are. Realize this and fall silent. That nameless, attributeless, formless Brahman is ever silent. Silence is your supreme nature. Silence is the ultimate state. Silence is supreme bliss. Silence is the ultimate love. Silence is the infinite beauty. So now let's fall silent. And in this supreme silence, become all of all. Become Shiva, become Brahman by realizing that you are always Shiva. Chidanand Rupah Shivoham Shiva